ominous presence dares enter these halls? Oh, sorry, it's you. Hello, Hunter.
Hi.
Parker still has to mix chemicals to make his webbing. What a sucker.
Your handshake is so firm, not sticky, as I would expect.
Relax, Hunter. We're already friends. No need for whatever this is.
How's it going?
Thanks for spotting me, Hunter. I needed to burn off some steam after that last mission.
I'm surprised you have any steam to burn.
My symbiote boosts my metabolism. Helps us bounce back quickly.
The problem is you constantly need to eat.
I'm constantly eating, but what's the problem?
If you rely on the symbiote, why push your physical body to its limits?
I often push myself past the point of exhaustion because I have to be able to compete. Most of the heroes in this house were either born with fantastic abilities or were handed them after they were dipped in radioactive alien slime.
Eddie, you are literally covered in alien goo that allows you to shatter bricks with your fist.
Yeah, sure, that didn't come out right. The symbiote gives me fantastic abilities, but I can't rely on it for everything. I maintain peak conditioning, in case my other gets compromised.
Did your parents instill you with this powerful work ethic?
Guess you could say that. My mother died in childbirth, and my father blamed me for it. Spent most of my childhood trying to measure up to that monster's unattainable standards.
I'm sure that was difficult. I know what it is like to have a parent who is a literal demon.
Yeah, well, doesn't make the family photo albums easier to look through. But thanks, Hunter. Now you know why I push myself so hard.
I cannot argue with that, Eddie.
Damn it. We needed that sanctum. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Strange and Tony should start a Lost Headquarters support group.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not? gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is his lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait. You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
Left me no choice. This won't take long.
Maybe you should teach me that one. Come get it.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
That's one hell of a move.
Coming at you!
Be my victim! Hydra!
You're not taking me seriously.
More warm bodies on the way.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us have tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed. Who's next?
Okay, that was pretty cool. I'm on it. Hydra didn't train you for this, huh?
Never seen that before.
This one's for you.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance. All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a vial. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone. Along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them. Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
That's a neat trick.
Just the boost I needed.
out for size! Here we go again!
I've been waiting. Now let that be a lesson to you.
Wait to run now!
Careful now. Much more of that, and you're at risk of being labeled unfriendly.
You asked for it.
On Beta, moving into position.
I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injections was too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pig? Sounds a little unethical, John.
That's the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference.
Target's moving.
Here we go!
Ought to make things interesting. We got company.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, you know, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words aren't lost.
Right, feeling it.
Watch it. Looking good, feeling good. It's on. These fanatics are always the same.
Nice! Let's do this!
Awaiting reinforcements.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just... As opposed to what? Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later. Not to brag, but I feel pretty good right now. I'm not really into guns, but you make a compelling argument.
No further abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises, but any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it.
That is why I'm here, and I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally.
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind.
Happy to... I should set up my lab sooner than late. Checking in on me already, Hunter?
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you? Happy?
Doctor, meet...
Tony, what is your...
Well, we've never actually met.
I am uncomfortable.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors... The guy's a freak, no doubt. But if it makes you...
So...
Well, I never said...
Stephen, have you...
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservation?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry,
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
we should all...
Stephen...
As with any vampire, he could lose control.
Yeah. Happy?
Please, watch yourself.
So, another vampire-ish teammate.
Now I'm not the only one.
Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs.
This is not helping your...
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart.
Good...
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
I have something for...
A bag? No. Thanks for giving Morbius a shot, Hunter.
Anything else?
What happens if Hydra's success...
Sunproof vampires seem like a bad idea.
Maybe not for the vampire.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Yeah, wishful thinking.
What do we know about the Lord of Vampires?
Honestly, if Blade didn't vouch for it, I wouldn't believe he existed.
He's so...
There's so much information about Dracula that it's hard to...
Why are Hydras...
Define will...
They must be
Or, more I want...
Thanks.
Sure.
Blade, are you...
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable.
If this was a mistake, let me know.
Hey, I don't want that responsibility.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before.
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us.
So more...
Call it whatever you want.
We aren't running a home for wayward vampires, Hunter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way? Blade warned me about Morbius, but I trust your judgment on this, Hunter.
I'm getting used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
I could never be comfortable around a large population.
I get that. What happens if the power inside gets twisted somehow? That's a frightening amount of collateral damage.
Do you worry that you...
Not anymore. What about you?
Yes,
You're lucky you have that.
I'm making some new ones right now.
No one likes a suck-up hunter. But so am I. I wonder if I can take this into space.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank. But I have not heard them in so long. The caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Damn. What are we gonna do without the sanctum?
I was thinking of doing something nice for Strange. He was the only one who took a Anyway.
That is...
Yeah. Strange isn't a homemade card or flowers kind of person, so
Please do not destroy the kitchen. It would pain Nico greatly.
fair point.
Have you ever told Strange how much...
Huh. I guess I... Underneath the... Don't tell Steve.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Lilith and her minions did a number on New York.
Yes. And New York is just a taste of what is to come if we do not stop her.
I haven't seen the city in such a state since Blade and I tore through...
What happened between...
Do you want the long version?
Just the...
Blade mistook me for someone else and tried to stake me. I broke his little twig into... You said you wanted the bullet points. You know, blood is a bit of a riddle, even for me.
A riddle? What do you mean?
Well, quite simply, blood is a contradiction. It is the source of life, but it can also be a symbol of death.
I had not thought of that before.
Well, I don't mind.
But you are...
Guilty. I really needed that after... Seems like you can't get enough of me. I must be fun.
Dr. Strange will shake this off. I'm sure he's seen worse.
I had one job: protect the Sanctum Sanctorum, and I failed.
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off. Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today? What can I say except you're welcome? Let me do my thing. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? I look forward to researching this artifact further.
Shh. Tony is working. If you find more coil, send it my way.
Bats are still better.